So it's finally starting to rain. I woke up kind of early this morning. It's 11:20 now, and I came downstairs because I wanted to, shut off the air to my stove because I have it going. And I decided to fill this up with the new butane that I got there, so I emptied it. And I'm looking outside, and I don't know if it'll come up on the camera, but look who's there. The partridge. It's raining, and Mr. Partridge is right there. I don't know what the heck it's looking for. I'd go outside to film this, but the rain will get on the glass. I'm having trouble with this phone. I think it's because I'm running out of memory. Look at him go, man. It's raining. You see the road? It's 11 o'clock. Man, I wish I knew what he was eating. Oh, well. So yesterday, I went to work for Roland, and he gave me 2 bags of leaves, and all the stuff I cleaned out of the gutters, I brought that home. I got some branch there, and some aluminum. So I think I overcharged him. It was $110, so I told him give me $100. But he gave me another piece for this. He gave me that stone there, and I came home and I'm looking at the stone like, oh fuck, shouldn't have charged him $110. I mean, I did tell him I'll do any sharpening for him for free, so it's not like I'm not going to honor that, but still, kind of felt bad. I still got to go back to rake the leaves, so anyway, at least I got leaves now to start protecting my plants in the back there. I was going to spread them out last night, but fuck, man, I came home and I was tired for some reason. I just wanted to sleep. Holy shit. So I just ate something, and I was fiddling with this before I ate anything. And yeah, I uploaded every single video for this onto YouTube right now. So I'm thinking to delete those videos off my phone, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to work on this right now. Just shave it down and file it. A freaking vehicle just rolled by and he's still there eating. Well, anyway, let's see what the new butane is like. So there's still going to be some old butane. Well, I don't know. Let's see if I can lock it. So yeah, there's a difference. It's on low, and look at how high the temperature is, the flame is. Let's go to high. Oh yeah. Because with the other butane, I noticed that it was sputtering. And that's what they said. With a poor quality butane, it'll sputter. It's not very good. So what I'll do is, I have too much butane there. I bought 2 bottles because this is cheaper to buy 2 than one of the other one. And this one's 7 times refined. The other one I was going to buy was only 5. This one is just butane. So I didn't know anything about butane. I didn't know there was they sell them in different types of refinements to the consumer. There's quite a bit in there. I guess I might give that to somebody I know if somebody wants it, or I don't know. I might use it for this. I could top that up, because if I use that bottle only for this, it's gonna last me I don't know, a long time. Oh yeah, there's a lot of fucking butane in there. Holy shit. Maybe I'll try filling the lighter now. But yeah, big difference between these two. Big difference. On low, the flame would be around here with that butane. And you saw on low, the flame was like up to here on the Clipper butane. Big difference. So that means that this thing is going to have a lot more power now. And I ordered a brand new tweezers. Probably shouldn't have. Where did I put it? So I ordered these tweezers. They're very fine tip. So when I'm feeling good and I have things cleaned up in here, I'm going to try to fix my PlayStation 4 controller. And I'm going to contact that place and I'm going to try to order the part for this and fix it. I hate looking at it like that. So one thing at a time, I guess. He's still there. He's in the trees there. See him? Walking right there. Huh, makes me feel good to see the wildlife like this here. Really good. Yeah, so I might not do much on this today. I mean, it's the weekend too. I mean, there's no point in killing myself for nothing. One thing's for sure though, I'm very surprised to see that all the videos I posted on YouTube for this are getting quite a bit of views. I'm quite astonished. Not a lot, but and even the shorts that I posted, 2 of them have likes on them. Just one. I have a feeling that if I had made a better video with this, I'd probably make a lot of money with it off of YouTube. I don't know if I would want to do that though. I don't know. I really don't know. But I know it would have been a very interesting video for this machine. Because you don't really see any videos for this fucking machine on YouTube. So if anybody posts questions on my videos, I'm just going to tell them, well, I could either upload these videos or not upload them at all. I'm not a fucking content creator. So I'll tell you, I didn't want to go work yesterday, and it wasn't because I didn't want to do the work, it was because I wasn't feeling well. You know? And then when I got over there and I started working, I started feeling better. You know? And then after lunchtime, because his wife cooked for us to eat, and that was the big mistake. Oh man, because what she cooked was so fucking good. I had half a second. That's how fucking good it was. I couldn't help myself, and that was the problem. Well, even eating it, whatever she prepared, you know, the first dish was more than enough. It just put me and Roland into a digestion mode. Both of us didn't want to fucking do anything. Oh man. What she cooked was so friggin' good. Like, you have to stop and take like a 30-minute power nap, just so that your digestive system can digest it and get your the liquids in your body. How shall I put it? Because when you take a power nap, it re-energizes the liquids in your body, and especially during digestion, it produces something that makes you feel sluggish. And I feel as though it's because you have this new injection of resources and energy and materials coming in through your guts, that your circulatory system has to readjust itself. Otherwise, well, not otherwise. in order to better utilize it. And that's why you start feeling sluggish and sleepy, because your body says we have to stop and sleep, and to uh, reorganize the circulatory system. Um, I should have told him that, but oh well. We trucked through it somehow. uh, but man, what she cooked was so fucking good. She made shepherd's pie. Well, when I was outside, I was smelling, the exhaust from the range hood, and I'm thinking, wow, it smells like curry. She's probably making curry chicken or something, And then when I went inside and I saw shepherd's pie, I'm like, huh? And then I took a bite. I took a spoon and I ate some of it. I'm like, holy fuck! She put curry and cumin in the shepherd's pie. Oh my god! I've never eaten a shepherd's pie as good as this one. It was the best shepherd's pie I've ever eaten in my whole entire life, man. Oh my god, was that a good pie? Huh. If she made a like I don't know, I don't know, man, like a pot, like a tub of that, I would just sit there and eat and eat and eat and eat. That's how friggin' good it was. Oh my god. But the problem with shepherd's pie is that it's a lot of heavy food. You have the ground beef, you have the potato. It's heavy. So you have to stop and take a little nap to get the digestion going. And once the digestion is going, you can wake up again and you can continue working. Otherwise, you're just going to be working sluggishly, It's not going to work out. And that's what happened. And stupid me, I liked it so much, I took half of the seconds. Oh, oh man, I didn't like. Oh my god, that was really fucking good food. So, anyway, I guess when I go back to rake, I'm not going to be there the whole day, because believe it or not, raking really doesn't take that much time. Like at Roger's place there last year when I was raking up all that, I thought it would take like, I don't know, 4 hours. Fuck, man, I was there for barely 2. Barely, I think an hour and a half it took me to rake. And I could barely fit all the leaves in the tarp that I brought. That's how many leaves it was. I think it was 300 pounds in leaves? Oh yeah, maybe 200-300 pounds around there. So I mean, you gotta think, you gotta rake up the leaves. Yeah, that was a lot of leaves, man. So if I go to Roland's place, I was looking at it, it's very complicated, his land, because he has a lot of stuff here, there, and everywhere. A shrub here, a bush there, a tree there, garden bed here, garden bed there. So that distracts you from the real size of the land, which is not very big. Some parts are divided, so it'll be easy to just rake small sections and clean them up, while others are not. But anyway, I don't think it'll take very long to rake his place up. I reckon 2 hours, not if that. We'll see. But I'm glad for the leaves, though. Really glad for the leaves. So I'm gonna establish my second garden bed. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, I put the wheelbarrow, it's in the way, but right behind the wheelbarrow I put back the piece of cardboard there, and all the stuff that I got from the gutters, I just dumped it on the cardboard. And last night I was looking at the taps and dies. So Bosch has 3 different tap and die sets on Amazon for sale. And when I went to the website, that's the only 3 they actually offer. One is the MS, the other one is the S, and the other one is the 58S or something like that. And the only difference between them is that the MS and the S, one is standard and one is metric. As for the 58S, well, that is a standard kit, but it comes with more pieces. It comes with 58 pieces. The other two are only 40 pieces each. And the 58 piece looks like it comes with additional taps and dies. And it also comes with bolt extractors. I think 5 or 6 of them. Bolt extractors. The problem is that if I were to buy the two 40-piece sets, it would cost $406. But if I were to buy the single 58-piece set, it's $390. I don't think it's worth it. For the same price as that one set, I could buy both metric and standard set and probably have enough, you know. And then I would still have money. Well, it wouldn't cost that much more money extra. Well, if I were to buy the 58S and the 40 MS, that would cost over $600. And if I were to buy a separate bolt extractor with the two 40-piece sets, it'll only cost $460. Huh. Yeah. I think I just might go that route. I think that's what I will do. I'll go that route. You know, like that money I would use to buy this, I had it saved up to buy the fucking wood, you know. I don't know. Would be nice to build a small shelter just to get away from the road and all this, but oh well. We'll see how that goes next year. And I went to Roulemont Bearing for the seals yesterday, and he didn't have the seals that I wanted, so I decided to just order it off Amazon. I stopped at IGA. Luckily they had the iced tea on sale, so I bought 6 of those, and I bought an Amazon card, and then I came straight home because I didn't I made $100 yesterday and I spent $86 at IGA. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Canada is a poorly managed country. Poorly managed. So, but that's going to come like on the 14th of November. By that time, I'm very confident I'll have this up and running, you know. So, I'll relax a bit. There isn't anything else I need to order, I think, other than a belt. And there's one thing I noticed, because I was washing the other chain for the fun. Well, not really just for the fun. It's because I want to do an experiment by putting the what's it called in it? Oh wow! Putting the wax in it. Now this one is not bad, and I don't know if you see what I'm trying to talk about here. Where's my flashlight? Oh well, I'll just use the phone flashlight, right? Yeah, this one is not bad, and it is as I suspected. It is as I suspected. This one is not bad. This one has the half link, and that's because this one does not have too much tension, and it doesn't heat up as fast, and it's a lot longer. But the other one, this thing inside here, the insert, is worn out on the side, so it's oblong or an oval shaped. I noticed that when I was washing, I'm like, holy fuck. So that means that the chain here is under more tension and it's shorter, right? So that means that, and also the turns are much closer together, so there's no time for that chain to dissipate that heat into the air, you know. So that heat is just accumulating, and whatever lubrication is in there is going to come out, and it's going to get contaminated with the flour, and it's just going to cause abrasion, and that's why that chain is in really, really bad shape. When I finish washing it, I'll show it. But yeah, I was astonished when I saw that. you know. So, I mean, that's probably a big reason why this ended up in the scrap heap or as a parts machine, you know. And that's why I'm astonished that somebody would quote Surge $300 to fix this fucking machine. Because it's costing me a lot more than that, man. A lot more than that. I think $300 alone would only be enough to cover disassembling it for cleaning, prepping, and painting it, and then reassembly. That's about as much as $300 would probably do for this machine. Because right now, in terms of things to buy, I think it's about $400, and in terms of labor, it's over $1,000 maybe. I can't remember. So yeah, it's not a joke, man. You know, labor wise, from Surge's perspective, it's not worth it to fix it because he's not going to do the labor, even though he has pretty much a lot of time on his hands. So for me, being in possession of it and seeing the value in it, if I was running that pizza shop by myself, this is what I would be doing. You know, I would have a shop and I'd bring it to the shop and just every day, little by little, work on it, right? And then eventually I wouldn't be paying the labor because I have free time, and for $100 more in parts, I got a machine that's better than new. And I'm going to say that on my ad when I post it for sale. This machine is refurbished and is better than new, you know, because new didn't come like that, you know. New, the bearings were pressed into the rollers too tight, you know. That alone was better than new, and that alone is what killed this fucking machine, you know. So yeah, but that, you know, that's what I was trying to explain to my parents too, you know. Well, they should have had better sense than that. What I'm doing would cost an arm and a leg if you're an owner who doesn't know fuck all and doesn't take responsibility for yourself. But what I'm doing, because I'm the owner of what I possess, makes perfect sense to do what I'm doing, you know? So I possess this and I see the value in it, and I'm teaching myself to fix it. You know, I'm learning about it. So if Surge were to give me another one of this to fix, oh yeah, it's leaking. This one has already showed me the ins and outs. I have the experience already. So that other one would go a lot faster than this one, you know? Because if I really were to mark down all my hours I spent on this machine, it's a lot more than what I write down. Because what I write down is what I physically do to the machine. It does not include stopping, eating, and then sitting down and contemplating. It doesn't include that, you know? Take apart the machine and start contemplating, and then once my contemplations have revealed something or brought something into fruition, then I come here and apply it. And then if I come to another barrier, such as these things here, you know, I have to sit down and contemplate what I'm going to do. Then I come and I execute what I want to do once my contemplations have led me to something that I feel comfortable doing. And then, you know, just the experimentation with this, you know, just buying it, you know, another contemplation. I have to sit down and think about it, you know. First I was thinking, should I put thrust bearings there? And then I saw on Amazon they're not very expensive, so I ordered them. But I didn't plan ahead. I didn't think about it, because if I was planning to put the thrust bearings, I would have put this plate in and saved myself the trouble. But because I was not completely certain about the thrust bearings, I went with the 1/4 inch plate to stay safe, you know. And then I got the thrust bearings and I put them there and like, hey, these are really, really beneficial to the function of this component. So now I had to work around that, so I have to sit down and contemplate even more. Should I shave off the standoff 4 millimeters, or should I try to shave off a fraction of a millimeter from underneath the bolt head, you know? These contemplations, I don't include them in what I charge for my labor, but they count, you know? When I'm contemplating there, I'm not doing stuff for, I'm not, you know, I'm not relaxing. I'm thinking about the machine, you know? I'm thinking about the machine. And then the hose to put there, and also when I was putting back the bearings, you know, and I noticed that this one was really tight, and I stopped. Contemplation, you know, come back here, measure it, and then come to a conclusion, hone them out. And after that contemplation, you see how they spin now, you know, it's a lot more. And nobody's going to pay somebody to do this because they don't want to justify it. And what's worse is that they don't want to do it themselves. However, it's incredibly paramount that you do these contemplations. Once they're done, you never have to pay for it again. But it's important, because now this machine is going to work better than when it was brand new, you know? And when I get another machine, all these contemplations have been done already, right? And I can work on that machine a lot faster, much more efficiently, you know? And I'm going to apply what I learned from this machine onto that machine, you know? And as an owner, you should take pride in developing these experiences, you know? I don't see that in these people. I don't see that. Like Mark, what's his name? Mark Duguay, the guy who owns Subway there. I forgot his fucking last name. You know, wanted me to fix the marriage chef. And, you know, as soon as I told him about Daniel to go check him out because he does this kind of stuff, he goes to Daniel. You know, who am I? Fuck me. You know, just give it to Daniel. Let him fix it. You know? And that shows you their train of thought and their priorities. You know, they don't give a fuck about, you know, and what, you know, and the thing is that I'm in their same situation in countless places, such as my Honda motor there, my lawnmower there, my house here, my land here, my boat. Okay? But because they look at me as though I'm a peon and they have a big store and they know better, well, they don't think much about what I'm thinking and what I'm saying and what I'm doing. And unfortunately, I'm not looking at them as a peon. I'm looking at them as an equal who's valuing whatever they ask of me. But it's quite the contrary. They just want whatever they have to work, and that's it. That's all. It's got to work. As for all this contemplation, who the fuck cares about that? We have to make money. It has to be working. You know? And herein lies where so many of society's greatest people end up in the trash. You know? Corporate greed, misguidance, or poor decision making based on lack of caring, or I don't know. That's what I'm trying to liberate myself from, man, because I care. You know? Like for me, really and truly, I think a lot about this machine as a double-edged sword. Because I'm thinking, you know, this would have just ended up in the garbage. I could have just thrown it in the garbage and instead of spending my money and time on it and just live my life, I could have been building something in the back there to live in. You know, that's the double-edged sword. I'm taken away from that to work on this because I see a lot of potential in it and I can't let it go. And it's the same thing when I see people who own businesses and who own things, you know, like Sam there, or Mark, or Serge, or Melanie, or you know, I see them doing things that you know, is mind-boggling. Like when I was washing dishes for Melanie, you know, she changed the dishwasher for another one. And I thought, you know, I wasn't going to ask her for it because I know those things are not cheap. you know, and I don't want to seem greedy, inconsiderate, and ungrateful, you know. So I didn't ask her for that dishwasher. I thought that she was going to trade it in or something or sell it. So, you know, I respected that, you know, because for me, if I was an owner, I would try to make the most efficient decision possible, you know, to recoup my losses or whatever. You know what she did? She took the fucking machine and scrapped it. She just gave it to the fucking guys at the scrapyard. And from what I heard, because one of my friends were interested in that machine, they went and they took a fucking sledgehammer to it. You know? Those machines are like $5,000. Okay? And she just scrapped it. Just like what Serge was going to do to this. You know? And then they're going to turn to me and look at me like I'm a fucking peon. And talk to me like, oh, I own this restaurant. You know, what the fuck do you own? What can you do? And it hurts me, man. And then you're going to turn around and micromanage me, belittle me, you know? Because you have the power to do so. And instead of listening to what I have to say, you're just going to do that to me. You know? And it's the same thing in Toronto. And here I am with this machine. And, you know, you can say that I'm probably fixing it out of pride too, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that it hurts me. It hurts me. It really hurts me. And sometimes some things happen for a reason, like the Makita drill there. You know, I think I could have fixed it. And I probably blew it for a reason. Because I would have fixed it and I never would have bought the Bosch drill. And I would have never learned about hammer drilling. The Makita turns too fast. Hammer drilling, you can't, the unit cannot turn fast. It has to turn slow. So, you know, some things happen for a reason. Like when I was fixing the car for Richard Albert there, you know, I think I could have fixed that car. But you know, was one thing I didn't see. And it wasn't the bent connecting rods. It was the fact that I was putting my faith and trust into a lie. And the lie was the Volkswagen TDI being advertised as nature friendly, environmentally friendly engine. And they were lying about it the whole time. And if I fix that lie, I would be a victim to their tyranny, you know? Because as a person, you know, in that situation, as a technician, you know, I'm depending my livelihood on them to give me something that's not, that's free from blemishes. But they turn out to be lying, you know? And I know Richard was very disappointed that what happened, you know? I didn't intentionally try to fuck that motor, you know. I really did try to fix it. And I feel as though that being held back from actually being able to fix it was the right course of action. Because I would have fixed that motor, you know, and we never would, like, Richard blames me for fucking the car, right? But I don't see Richard blaming Volkswagen for lying to everybody. And they have every right to be blamed for lying to everybody because they lie to everybody. Right? So here I am suffering for my mistakes. Okay. But Volkswagen, you know, what happened, what they did is pretty much all forgotten. Forgotten and forgiven, so to speak.